No,
yeah, it's all good. I think we're live.
Are we live?
I think we're live. Well, hey, it's Pierre here, and of course, this is Sue, and we're broadcasting live here from LeaderCast. And I don't know about you, but I have absolutely loved.
It's awesome.
The morning. I mean, I know this stuff always sounds kind of kooky, but you got to come next year, man. I'm telling you, I've been unbelievably inspired by some of the people today already.
Incredible. Yeah, we're holding it here at the Coastal Carolinas Association of Realtors in one of our big conference rooms, and it's being simulcast live from, I think it's Atlanta, right?
I believe that's correct.
Right.
Yeah.
So they've had speakers like the young girl Malala. They have Peyton Manning talking right now. Rudy Giuliani will be here later this afternoon. And it's all about what is a leader. The focus this year is bold ones, right?
The brave ones. The brave ones. Oh, bold too.
Bold, yep.
Bold and brave ones. We're going with both.
So it's awesome. It's awesome. It's a great thing. So
yeah.
But we're here. We're going to talk for the next 15 minutes or so about my favorite subject, which is the Big E.
The Big E. The Big E. We've never called it that, or I've never heard it called the Big E.
There is the Big E, which is Elvis.
That's true too. That, if you don't know Sue, that is like, there isn't anything more important than Elvis, I don't think.
Right. So, Elvis and
Evernote. They're both Big E's. Well, if for those that don't know, to share my story, I've been following Evernote forever. I just never adopted it fully for the longest time, and Sue kept, you got to try Evernote. Keep trying Evernote. And finally, one day, she kept doing it. And the one change that occurred for me, I don't even know how long ago that was. Probably 6 months, a year now.
I think it was one of our training classes, right?
Yeah, they finally put in something that for me was just crucial for me, and that was the reminder component. And ever since then, I do most of my story in there because the ability to search and find everything, just because they have such an amazing search tool and the keywords and things like that. And I just love it. So you're the expert. I mean, you know this better than everybody.
Yeah, I mean, you and I, we both work on it now. But the thing for me with Evernote is that it has turned my life into almost paperless.
Right.
Using Evernote.
Yeah.
So you can use Evernote. It has a text feature. It has a speech to text, so you can actually just talk in a little text.
Yeah.
You can record live things through this. So if you take it to an event like this and you want to record it, you could hit Evernote and record it. I use it when I go out on either listings or property management things, and I go out, I record as I'm walking through the house, what the house has. This way I don't have to sit and write notes. So that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
One of the newer features of it is when you take a picture. When the picture's in there, you can then go ahead and annotate on it. So for me, if I have something I want to highlight about, something that needs addressing, an issue, something that needs repair, I take a picture of that, and then I can annotate. I can draw a circle on it, a square, put an arrow, and then write text on it. So this is the ding that needs to be
yeah, absolutely.
Evernote is a web-based program. It also has a Windows desktop app so you can work on your desktop. It has apps for the Android, for iPhone, iPad, so it works across all devices. It syncs beautifully. There's a free version. There's a business upgrade, the premium. I've been using Evernote. I look back, I think I started using it in 2009, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It has. It's been around a long time, which is awesome.
Not as popular.
No, true.
Grown.
Yeah.
But in all that time, I've never upgraded.
Yeah.
I never run out of space. You do have monthly uploads that you're allowed. I think it's 60 megabytes for that. There are some nice features for the business end of it. So we're not going to really get into that right now. But it can create checklists, which is great. I use that for my business every day. I have templates that I've actually created using the Evernote.
I was going to ask you to share about it. So I'm glad you brought that up.
Yep. So I can use that as well.
Like you have templates. I mean, maybe because I don't know if, obviously not everybody's seen our class on Evernote, and maybe you could share a little bit about the templates that you use. Like I remember the first one you ever showed me was the one that I think it's basically a checklist of all the steps from the moment you meet the client all the way through to literally the closing table. I mean, it was a long list, but there was no way you were going to forget something.
Right, exactly. and that's what helps keep agents on track and treating every person exactly the same way. So I have exactly my checklist for listings. I, do a CMA, and then after I get the listing, checking off that I've got the paperwork and I've taken a picture and I've uploaded it to MLS, and just everything you do for that listing is in a checklist. And I have a blank template, and all I do is, just open that template, save it as a new note, as they're called, and create a file. And you can create everything within there. So it really works seamlessly. I like the way the system is set up. There are notes, and then there are notebooks, and then there are stacks where you can create different stacks. So
a stack, can you explain quickly what a stack is?
Why don't you?
I'm the expert. No, I'm not. But stacks are kind of a accumulation of notebooks. They're kind of like a topic, a major topic, and underneath that you'll have some notebooks within each notebook you can have a myriad of tasks
So putting
underneath.
into real estate terminology, for like what a realtor uses it for, you may have a notebook called sellers, and then underneath the sellers you may have all of your current listings.
Right.
You may also have one past clients with all your folders in there, so you can move them around. So
it's a great example.
Definitely has a great way. Another really cool feature, which I use all the time, is once you have an Evernote account, you will have an email for Evernote.
That's right.
So if you have things that you get and you want to save it so you have it with you, look it up, and maybe you don't want to have all that in your email, you can send it to your email, to your Evernote through email. If you see something on the internet, there is something called the web clipper, and I don't know whether you can show that on your desktop or not.
I can't remember if I still have that in my extensions.
It would be up there. Anyhow, if it was
don't.
there, you would see it in the upper right-hand corner. It's a little green elephant, it looks like. And we actually may be able to show it on the Evernote page with the web clipper.
Sure. Let me share the screen so I see a little bit of what we're looking at here.
So the Evernote, if you go down to, you can see here it's going over the basic. They now actually have two different levels. They have the basic, which is free, the plus, and the premium. So they've given you the intermediate now. So, but still, if you look at the prices, it's still dirt cheap.
Yeah, that's
$50
per year.
For the
Yeah.
premium versus even $25 for the year. So you want to probably go somewhere down where it says the shop or Evernote shop or something like that. Or
And this is talking about clipping up here, but it doesn't show the tool.
Let's go to the bottom of the page because they just recently redid this. Go to the App Center. It's probably in there. Right there.
All right. Yep.
I think it's in there.
I think you're right.
So Evernote has a bunch of different apps. Like the newest one that's a cool one is Evernote Scannable, which when you scan something via this app, it'll put it right into your Evernote. And let's say whatever. Can you scroll down anything?
Yeah, sorry.
And let's say business.
It'll be probably paperless.
No, go to productivity.
Productivity.
And it may not be, let's see, DocuSign, see all the ones in there. Anyway, it's called the web clipper.
Go back. We'll try another section. Try business maybe? Or paperless?
Yeah.
Let's see paperless. I don't know. That was my gut instinct, but I don't know. Maybe that's, I haven't been here.
They've just
changed I like the new look. I'm not familiar.
But anyway, we can find it and put the link on there. It is called the web clipper, and that's a really neat one click. If you're on a website that you like and you want to save it, you can just hit the web clipper and it'll put it into Evernote automatically. So, I don't know what else is on. Yeah. But they've added a lot of new apps that work cohesively, I guess.
Yeah.
There was something called Sketch, which I use every once in a while, is for photographs, where you can use Sketch, take photographs, and it'll save it automatically into the Evernote as well. And there's some new things I've heard through Evernote. That
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Zapier's connected.
I didn't know that. That's actually pretty cool. I have to check that part of it out. As from a real estate perspective, obviously we touched on the stacks and how you could organize those, sellers, and underneath have your listings, and under buyers you could have all your buyer clients and things like that. Any other ways from a real estate perspective that you would use the tool, like out in the field and stuff like that?
That's just taking the photographs and saving them in there, making your notes out there.
Okay.
I also, when I'm going out with buyers, I'll go on Paragon, save the listings that I want to use, and email them to Evernote. And
Okay.
then I've got it'll save it as a PDF right into Evernote.
Very cool.
So
Very
that's
cool.
another way of using it. The uses are just whatever you want to use it for. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a great way of being paperless and going out there.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's great on the iPad. It's great, on your iPhone and Android. It just works seamlessly. So, how do you use it now? I mean, for your business?
I'm not a realtor, as all of you know, but I use it for basically storing stuff that I find online, and I'm looking for something, for example, for an article or for when I'm putting together a class,
Yeah.
and I will pull
Well, I know
all
that's
of.
how we collaborate.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
yeah,
Actually, thank you for bringing that up. Excuse me.
yeah.
Evernote now has something called Evernote Work Chat. So that's a way of collaborating. You can put notes in there and live
Oh,
collaborate.
we'll have to do that one.
Yeah, I was trying to do that with you.
Well, it's obviously we're of the same. We live and breathe in the same world as you guys, and it's hard to keep up on all the improvements. But I will tell you, my personal opinion is it took a while for Miss Sue to convince me to move over to Evernote. I don't use it for everything, but for the purposes I use it for, and that's when I'm keeping stuff together around particular subject material and topics. And for me, it's mostly around stuff I'm preparing for classes or presentations and stuff like that. I'll gather things from all over the place, pull it all into that particular notebook, and then I'll use that as my building block to put together my content.
So here's my iPad, just a real quick, I don't know if you can see this here. This is Evernote, open in my iPad. I don't know how clear that's going to be, but to your left or your right is a list of my notebooks. And then underneath that are the actual notes within the notebook. So I probably should open it online there.
Yeah, we could do that if you, well, we're getting close to running out of time, but.
But anyhow, we do have, for the realtor members that watch this, under the CCAR website, if you go to the ccarsc.org website and go to training and webinars, we have archived on our YouTube channel. There is one called Everything Evernote, already done about a year ago, and you'll actually be able to see that. And
you want to pull that up?
We can try to pull it up and show you real quick on that.
Okay, let me share a screen here again.
And that's a webinar that we did a while ago. That was the one, I think.
And where am I going again? CCAR?
SC.org.
Oh, CCRSC.org?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. You right there, video archives.
Is that already there?
Yeah, right there.
Ah, there we go. Sorry. I was looking. I can't type and look up. I don't have.
Okay.
Oops.
Go over here to resources. Okay. Maybe go to education. They've changed the site. Training library. Go there. Okay.
Looks like they haven't got that part ready yet.
Yeah, they have done. We're in the process again of redoing that, but
maybe from the YouTube channel.
You can go to the YouTube channel and try to find it that way. Just go to youtube.com.
Oops, YouTube. See,
Yeah, if you want to just go to YouTube and just put in CCAR, it should come up. Let's say do CCARSC maybe.
Let me just try searching and see what it finds for us.
There, no,
that's not the right one.
Yeah, it might be.
Maybe coastal.
Type in here everything Evernote. We might be able to find it that way.
Okay.
We'll find it. Keep going down. There it is, right here.
There we go.
It's CCARSC. Okay. So the YouTube channel is CCARSC. If you go to YouTube, put that in there, and then look for the Everything Evernote. You can watch.
Yeah, we did that back. What? It's coming up actually.
2 years.
Almost 2 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably should do an update.
I said that we should
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking of doing a live one for that one too.
I think that's a good idea. I know I get asked all the time about it. So,
but definitely go ahead and check that YouTube out. It's about an hour long. Yep, just about an hour long video.
Yep.
It was a webinar we did, but it's still, even though it's 2 years old, it's very up to date.
Yeah.
With some information.
Absolutely. I mean, all the ways of organizing your stuff, the stacks, all that stuff was stuff we taught back then. Some of these newer tools, but certainly. I was just noticing too that we have lights flashing. It's like somebody's telling us it's time. It's time. Well, anything last in closing?
No, just check out Evernote. Use it. Again, I use it not only for business, but you can use it for grocery lists. You can do it to store your medication. Want to keep a list of your medications.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Keep your pet records there. I mean,
Yeah.
everything. So you can just have it with you. So.
Well, I mean, actually, I'm glad you said that one thing. The one thing I'll close with, I thought what you shared was awesome. And the one thing we do with some of our staff is we've actually used the to-do list to create task lists around certain activities. Like if we're doing social posting, there's certain things we want them to do and they have to go through. We literally make them go through it and check it off and say that was for that client, and then we can go back and look at it and make sure that they followed through on their correct procedures of sharing everything properly. So it's just a great tool. I would say this to you, if my piece of advice would be, if you're struggling to find information that you've stored somewhere on your computer, it's because of how you stored it, and you don't have a good searching tool built into the system itself sometimes to find things the way your brain works and the way all our brains work differently. The very cool thing about Evernote, in my opinion, outside of the fact that it's added the ability to add the reminders and stuff, is that almost it can scan anything.
It's searchable.
Yeah, the whole thing is searchable. So
within a PDF document.
Yeah, even within docs and stuff. I mean, it's incredible. So I've been able to find stuff that I often in the past have struggled with. So maybe from that perspective, if you can relate to that concept of getting stuck and can't find your stuff, I would say that alone is a good reason. So anyway, well, for me, I'm as always, we do this on Fridays. So for me, I'm excited to have a fun weekend. The weather today is apparently quite nice. I haven't been outside yet, but yeah, tropical storm Anna. I was expecting it to be. Maybe that's why the lights are flashing. Maybe something's going on. But for me, what are you doing? Anything fun this weekend?
Gonna be inside with the rain, I guess.
I guess so. Yeah. Well, from on behalf of myself, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next Friday.
We're back to LeaderCast. So.
And we're back to LeaderCast. That's right. Thanks all.
Have a good one.
Have a good one. Bye.